Here it is, week 10, episode 10, Speak Before You Think. Your boy James T is here, and we're here to talk about what we went over last week, some spread picks, my straight up picks, my fantasy locks, and also we had great football this weekend, so let's get right to it. Like I said, I went over last week. You guys know the scores of the game. I'm not going to go over every score, but I'm going to pick some details out of some of these games and go over it with some of my opinions and some of the things I saw that I liked and some of the things that I didn't like. One of the things that I wanted to talk about was the Bills versus Seahawks game. That was, I won't say it was unexpected, but I did think the Seahawks were going to win only because of the offense that they have is obviously superior to the Bills. But I was impressed with the Bills keeping up with the Seahawks offensively. I did mention last week to lock Stephon Diggs, and yep, your boy did 9 receptions, 118 yards. My man Josh Allen threw for 3, ran in for 1. I mean, Russell did his thing and stuff, but there were some interceptions, turnovers that you just can't overcome, especially the Seahawks defense is just not good, and they're not going to bail you out. So the Bills did very well, did what they were supposed to do, and they hung in there, and they got that dub. Hats off to them. They are going to get over this hump. I think I talked about in the beginning of the year, they might be ready to do it. I think that all they have to do is you get into the playoffs, which I think they're going to do, and you get that first win, man. You get that fire. You never know what could happen with this team. Josh Allen's throwing the ball with a lot of confidence, a lot of zip. Diggs really opens up the field for them. They got a great running game. It works. It works. The coaching is just phenomenal. Phenomenal. So I know I usually start off with my Cowboys and the Steelers, and last week, if you remember, I said hopefully there's ambulance there lined up to help these Cowboys players, but it didn't go that way. And I also talked last week about how sometimes football is just football, and it's unpredictable. You try to do the best you can. These fantasy experts and all these guys we watch on TV, they try to do the best they can. Sometimes it's just unpredictable. And I think we could chalk this up to this being a team that was kind of bored going into this game, knowing that the Cowboys are just decimated and terrible. The Steelers hearing all week long how they're going to destroy them and this and that, and it took them a while to get things going. There was no film on that guy, Garrett Gilbert, and it took them a little bit, but they handled it the way it was supposed to. Maybe a little hiccups here and there, but a win is a win in the NFL, any way you can get it. I'm going to move on to the Chiefs-Panthers game. That game was much closer than expected. Panthers really put a lot of pressure on the Chiefs, but great teams do what they were supposed to, and they prevailed. I think tougher games for the Chiefs like this actually help them in the long run instead of blowing out every team. It's really not good for you later in the season. It happened to the 07 Patriots. You just keep dominating. Then you relax a little bit, and a team comes out with a lot of fire, and you're not ready. This doesn't look like the situation the Chiefs are going to run into. They look like something like this happening could actually help them a lot. Ravens-Colts game, and Ravens 24-10, great game. They did what was expected of them, was to beat the Colts, even though the Colts are great at defense. I don't think they have the firepower for the Ravens to even compete with them. And I think I said that last week. The Colts are going to get a taste of a real football team. And the way that this feels to me, the Ravens, the way that they're playing this regular season, kind of gives me that LeBron regular season vibe, that they're so talented, they're so good, they're just going through, beating teams. They ran into a snag with the Steelers, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not scared for them at all, the way that they win these games. I know Lamar's not the MVP Lamar, but I get that LeBron feel. I get that coasting until it's time to turn it up. Maybe it'll work for them, maybe it won't. But that's the vibe that I'm getting from them. Surprising game we had was the Dolphins Cardinals game. Dolphins pulled that off, which was very impressive, especially since the Cardinals are offensively are the most efficient team in the NFL. I didn't learn that until last week. I think it's incredible. Hats off to Kyler Murray. Phenomenal. He's special. But, man, them Dolphins, I tell you, every week they come out to play. Defensively, they really got a lot of energy. The coach gets them up big time for the games. And very impressive, very impressive. I actually was wrong about the spread because look, I say this every week, the Dolphins, if you want to compare them to a team, I don't have one because it's not about whether they suck or they don't suck. It's these guys fight every single game, and a 5-3 record is very impressive considering we went into this season with them thinking tank and Jets vibes, right? I mean, it wasn't looking good for them, but they proved me wrong as far as before the season. But as the season gone on, I could totally see this. I see them maybe sneaking in. If they sneak in, maybe they'll bother somebody, They might give someone trouble, depending on who it is. We'll see. We'll see. I didn't really want to talk about the Jets, but I guess we have to because it was a great Monday night game with the Patriots, and Cam Newton pulled it off. Very happy for him. Redeemed himself from last week. It was very good because the NFL's a week-by-week thing. We judge you hard every week. So, man, if he would have lost to the Jets, Cam, I mean, I said it last week, we might see the end of Cam after this season, depending on how this plays out. But this definitely helped. If he would have lost, I don't know how to recover from that. So I'm saving the Bucs Saints for last. And the reason why is because I need to talk about something that really fucking bothered me about that game. It's not that the Bucs got their ass whooped. I know I picked the Bucs to win. Whatever. Give me shit for it. I don't care. That game was fucking weird. I've never seen anything like that. Just so two great teams, and one of them just didn't show up. It was weird. I didn't like it. I shut the game off because you got that feeling that it was never gonna get fixed for the Bucs. They dug themselves such a deep hole that there's no way they were getting out. It was over in the second. It didn't even get to halftime before I knew it was over. And I'm being nice. I mean, look, I thought the game was over in the first. I'm just being nice. I said second. But the game was over in the first, so. But look, what I wanted to touch base on is when the game ended, all this after, Brady this, Brady that, they have no chance against the Saints. This is how it's supposed. I mean, where's all this come from? We're in week 9. It's like, you think that this is going to happen in the playoffs? If they match up, you think this is going to happen in the playoffs? Are you guys crazy? I'm sorry. It's just not realistic to me. I don't think I'm ever going to see a situation like this again, especially with Brady on the fucking team. This year, and look, the Saints, I thought Sean Payton, Drew Brees, Taysom Hill, Michael Thomas, Kamara, Marshawn Lattimore. I thought these guys were classy, man. And the way they acted after that game, look, if the fans want to act crazy, I'm all for it. I love that crazy fan shit. I love that. Talking shit, social media, whatever, that's fine. But the players, like knowing the game of football as a player on the field, to be saying and acting how you were in the locker room with the party and what? The Saints team's been to like the NFC Championship like 3 years straight. They were 1 game off. It's like, you guys act like you've never been there before? I was confused. It rubbed me the wrong way. And I lost mad respect. Mad respect for the whole locker room, for the whole squad. And they don't need my respect. They could come on here and tell me all they want to. Oh, I don't give a fuck what this kid says. That's fine. I could give a fuck. And the fans, too. You can call me out, whatever you want. But a party in the fucking locker room after a fucking Week 9 game? What the fuck was that? In a tough division like that? I'm telling you right now, if the fucking Saints go to the fucking playoffs and they fucking lose and they don't go to the NFC Championship again or the fucking Super Bowl, I can't wait to make a video about them. Because all that would mean is they're a bunch of frauds. A bunch of fucking Los Angeles Clippers. That's what it would be. That's how I think that these guys are acting. They're acting foolish. Crowning yourself before it's there. Like, just because you smacked up on a team that dug themselves a hole. And they know football. So you know the hole is dug. You either can fight your way out with some lucky plays, and if they don't work, then the hole gets deeper. And that's what happened. I don't know. Not feeling it, man. Not feeling it. I'm disappointed in a lot of them Saints players. A lot. Them guys disappointed me, man. I mean, talking shit about Brady, like, seriously. Come on. The guys who are like, oh, Breeze over Brady, like, dude, seriously. It's not like Breeze and Brady didn't have the same pass in their careers, and one was in the AFC, one was in the AFC. They could have met 100 times, but why didn't Breeze go? Tell me why. Why? Because the NFC's stronger? I'll go over all the years that the Saints went to the playoffs, and all the years the Patriots went to the playoffs. It evens out, man. It evens out. You got Sean Payton with Drew Brees' whole career. You had Brady and Belichick with them his whole career. So I don't want to hear this shit. Breeze over Brady. Are you guys kidding me? Two? Breeze has 2? Wait, Breeze don't even have 2. Breeze only has 1. Come on, man. Come on, man. So, Brady has been there 8 times. Breeze been there two times. And Breeze over Brady? You guys got to get off social media. You young kids need to stop disrespecting these older dudes and forgetting about what happened, where they came from, and just crowning people over after one fucking game, man. So disrespectful, so disappointed. It really is. So, forget that. I'm done there. I said what I said. I ranted. Did my thing. So, my spread. We're gonna go from the games to my spread from last week. I posted on my Instagram. Check it out. Speak Before You Think. And also my Twitter page. Speak Before You Think. Give me a follow. Pretty active on there. Trying to get some opinions back and forth. Some debates going. Maybe I can get some guests on here to chat. That would be pretty cool. So, I was 4-7 spread games. Not really feeling that. It's a tough week. But straight up, I was 10-3. So, hey, I got to work on my spread game. But straight up, 10-3. I like it. There was no spreads for the Packers, Raiders, or Vikings game. That's why the games don't add up the same. So, that's that. Now, this week, coming up, I got my spreads and my picks. I'm going to post them. They're going to be... on display I don't know what side I'm going to choose. This one or this one. But I'm going to post them. And then later on in the week, maybe like Friday or Saturday, I'll make another video about my daily fantasy locks. Like I was saying, there's not enough info on the injury reports right now. There's a lot of stuff still up in the air. So I'll wait on that before I give you guys my locks. But I will say, lock Mike Davis. He's a for sure lock. They already said McCaffrey's not playing, so that's a big deal. Last but not least, I'm going to do my power rankings, top 5 with some honorable mentions. And then I'll do my MVP picks with one honorable mention. So my power rankings, I'm going to put those over here. And I got Steelers, Chiefs, Ravens, Bills, Packers. That's my top 5. The Saints, the Titans, and the Bucks. As long as the Bucks don't go above the Saints right now, you can really mix and match them. But Bucks definitely towards the bottom of that, maybe like in the 8th spot or something. So that's the power rankings. And MVP. You know, last year Lamar was the man. This year, he's, like I said, he's doing his LeBron load management thing. That's cool. He's doing it in-game. That's cool. I'm good with it. But you ain't getting another MVP. So, I got Mahomes 1, Russell 2, Rodgers 3. My honorable mention is Dalvin Cook. He'll probably win Offensive Player of the Year. If not him, Alvin Kamara. But that'll be a good little debate. Offensive Player of the Year, Kamara or Cook. I don't think he'll win MVP. Usually running backs and skill players like that don't win. It's just usually a quarterback thing, which is weird. So, like I said, Mahomes, Russell, Rodgers. I think Mahomes up there first. That's just my opinion. I don't think it's going to move much unless someone really flops. Really flops. Russell got notched down. Some of these interceptions don't really look that good. Rodgers looks great, though. As long as Mahomes just stays in front of Rodgers, then we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So that's going to do it today. I'm done. Nice quick video. I gave you guys some good stuff, in my opinion. Hopefully you like it. Subscribe, drop a comment, follow my Instagram, my Twitter, and that's it, guys. I really appreciate you stopping by. I gave you guys some good energy, I feel. Maybe that Saints-Bucks game really irritates me in the way that they acted. So maybe someone wants to comment on that and give me their side. I would appreciate that too, because maybe I missed something. But anyway, much love, guys. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy week 10 of the football season. And I'll be posting my picks and my spreads at the very end of the video. All right? Much love. Peace.